the Baalbek stone. In Baalbek, Lebanon, there is a single stone known as the Stone of the Pregnant Woman, and it weighs an unimaginable 1,000 tons. To put that in perspective, that's heavier than 10 fully loaded Boeing 747 stacked together. And yet, ancient builders somehow moved this colossal stone from the quarry to its final position in the temple complex, hundreds of meters away, using nothing more than ramps, ropes, and sheer human manpower. Modern engineers have tried to replicate the feat, but no combination of cranes, pulleys, or machinery can lift it the way it was originally placed. Even more astonishing is the precision with which it was carved. The grooves and edges fit perfectly with the surrounding stones, forming walls that have withstood earthquakes and the test of time for over 2,000 years. Historians and archaeologists remain baffled, and countless theories have been suggested, but none fully explain how this was achieved. How did humans, without modern tools, accomplish what seems absolutely impossible? And believe me, this is just the first of many ancient engineering mysteries you're about to discover in this video. The Trilithon stones, Baalbek. Just a few steps away from the Stone of the Pregnant Woman, there are 3 other massive stones called the Trilithon. Each of these stones weighs around 800 tons, heavier than a modern battleship's main cannon. Together, they form a wall that has stood perfectly aligned for over 2,000 years, surviving earthquakes and the passage of time without mortar or modern support. What's truly mind-blowing is how these stones were transported from their quarry miles away and lifted into exact position with seemingly impossible precision. Ancient builders had no cranes, no engines, and no advanced tools, only manpower, ropes, and wooden sledges. Engineers today have tried to recreate the process, but even with modern technology, the level of accuracy and scale achieved by the ancient workers is beyond comprehension. And it gets even stranger. Some of the stones show fine grooves and markings that suggest a level of engineering knowledge far ahead of their time. How did humans achieve such precision with these massive blocks? And more importantly, what secrets did they leave behind that we are only beginning to understand? The South Quarry Stone, Egypt. In Egypt, there's a single massive block in the South Quarry that weighs over 1,200 tons, a weight so colossal it's difficult to even imagine. To put it into perspective, that's roughly the combined weight of 200 elephants. What makes it truly astonishing is that the ancient Egyptians managed to cut, transport, and position this stone using only copper chisels, wooden sledges, and human power. Modern engineers attempting to replicate this feat have found it nearly impossible, even with advanced machinery. But the mysteries don't stop at sheer weight. The stone is carved with incredible precision, fitting perfectly with surrounding blocks in the temple complex, leaving virtually no gaps. How they achieved such precision, without lasers, computers, or modern measuring tools, remains one of the greatest unsolved engineering puzzles in history. Some theories suggest the use of ramps, levers, and sheer manpower, while others propose unknown techniques lost to time. And here's the part that truly baffles researchers. Despite its enormous size and weight, the stone was transported miles from the quarry to its final location, as if guided by some lost knowledge of geometry and engineering, far beyond what we understand today. The Sacsayhuaman Walls, Peru. High in the Andes of Peru lies Sacsayhuaman, an ancient fortress built with stones that defy logic. Some of these stones weigh over 360 tons each. That's like stacking 60 cars together. Yet they fit together with such precision that not even a razor blade can slide between them. What makes this site truly remarkable is how the stones were transported over 20 kilometers from distant quarries, up steep hills, without the wheel, cranes, or modern machinery. Archaeologists and engineers are still baffled by the level of planning, skill, and coordination it would have required. The walls are also built to withstand massive earthquakes, perfectly interlocking in a way that allows them to move slightly without collapsing, a level of engineering that modern architects study but rarely replicate. Some theories suggest ramps, levers, and sheer manpower, but none fully explain the precision or the choice of stones. And here's the biggest mystery. Despite centuries of natural disasters and human activity, the walls remain almost perfectly intact, leaving us to wonder if ancient civilizations possessed knowledge far beyond what we give them credit for. The Karnak stones, France. In Brittany, France, there lies an astonishing array of megalithic stones known as the Karnak stones. Thousands of stones are arranged in precise lines stretching for kilometers, some weighing over 50 tons each. What's incredible is that these stones were moved and positioned thousands of years ago, long before the invention of modern tools, wheels, or engines. Archaeologists are still debating how ancient humans transported these massive stones from distant quarries, some miles away, and aligned them so precisely with celestial events. Some researchers suggest that the stones mark astronomical patterns, indicating a level of knowledge about the stars far beyond what we usually expect from prehistoric societies. Imagine moving a 50-ton stone, placing it in exact alignment with the sun and moon, without cranes or modern measuring instruments. It's mind-blowing. And even after thousands of years of weathering and natural shifts in the land, the arrangement remains remarkably intact. How did these ancient builders coordinate such massive efforts and precise calculations? The secrets of the Karnak stones remain hidden, challenging everything we thought we knew about prehistoric engineering and knowledge. The stones of Pumapunku, Bolivia. In Bolivia, the ancient site of Pumapunku holds some of the most mysterious megalithic stones ever discovered. Some blocks weigh over 130 tons each, yet they are cut with extreme precision, perfectly flat surfaces, sharp edges, and complex interlocking shapes. What's truly astonishing is that these massive stones were shaped and transported thousands of years ago without any modern tools. Researchers have studied Pumapunku for decades, and even with today's technology, replicating the accuracy of the cuts and the precision of placement is almost impossible. How did ancient humans manage to move these enormous stones across uneven terrain and lift them into place so perfectly? Some suggest ramps, levers, and brute force, but no evidence fully explains the technique. And there's more. Some stones have perfect right angles and holes drilled with precision that modern engineers find baffling. The engineering knowledge required to achieve this is so advanced that many believe we still don't fully understand the capabilities of these ancient civilizations. Pumapunku remains one of the most compelling and mysterious engineering sites in the world. The Moai statues, Easter Island. On Easter Island, the Moai statues stand as silent guardians of an ancient civilization, but their construction and transportation remain one of the greatest mysteries in history. Each statue weighs anywhere from 14 to 82 tons, with the largest reaching over 80 tons, and some standing more than 30 feet tall. What makes them extraordinary is not just their size but the fact that they were carved from volcanic tuff and then transported several kilometers across uneven terrain to their final locations. The island had no wheels, no metal tools strong enough to lift such weight, and yet these massive statues were moved, erected, and positioned with astonishing precision. Archaeologists propose various methods, from log rollers to sledges, but none fully explain the speed, accuracy, or sheer manpower required. Even more baffling, some Moai have perfectly carved torsos and intricate facial details, which would be extremely difficult to achieve with the primitive tools available at the time. How did the Rapa Nui people accomplish this, and what was the purpose behind moving these colossal stones with such care and precision across the island? The mystery remains unsolved to this day. The Coral Castle, Florida. In Florida, the Coral Castle is a structure that continues to baffle scientists and engineers around the world. Built entirely from huge blocks of oolite limestone, some weighing up to 30 tons, the castle was carved and moved by a single man, Edward Leedskalnin, in the early 20th century, and he claimed to have done it alone, without modern machinery. What's truly mind-blowing is not just the size of the stones but the precision with which they were shaped and positioned. Every block fits perfectly with its neighbors, and some stones are carved into intricate shapes that would challenge even teams of skilled workers today. Leedskalnin never revealed his exact methods, and no one has been able to replicate the feat fully. He hinted that he understood the secrets of leverage and magnetism, but the truth remains a mystery. How could one man single-handedly move and carve hundreds of massive stones with such accuracy? The Coral Castle remains one of the strangest and most intriguing examples of human ingenuity, leaving experts and visitors alike questioning what is truly possible when knowledge is hidden or lost to time. The Baalbek Stone of the South Quarry, back in Lebanon. The South Quarry of Baalbek holds one of the heaviest stones ever quarried by humans, estimated to weigh around 1,200 tons. This colossal block is so massive that modern engineers struggle to even imagine lifting it, let alone moving it from the quarry to the construction site. Ancient builders had no cranes, no engines, and no steel machinery, yet somehow they transported it across uneven terrain and placed it with astonishing precision. The stone is also perfectly shaped, with grooves and edges designed to interlock with other megaliths, forming a wall that has survived thousands of years of earthquakes. Researchers have tried to replicate the methods using ramps, levers, and massive teams of workers, but nothing comes close to explaining the speed, accuracy, or sheer power required. How did they accomplish this feat? Some suggest lost techniques or forgotten engineering knowledge that we have yet to rediscover. And the most intriguing part, the stone remains partially in the quarry, giving a glimpse of the raw skill and planning required to even attempt such a monumental task, a mystery that still confounds experts today. The Hypogeum of Halsaflini, Malta. Deep underground in Malta lies the Hypogeum of Halsaflini, an ancient subterranean structure carved entirely from limestone. What makes this site extraordinary is not just the scale of the underground chambers, but the precision with which every stone was cut and placed. Some of the carved blocks weigh several tons, and they were moved and positioned entirely by hand, without cranes, pulleys, or modern tools. The chambers are acoustically engineered, amplifying certain frequencies in ways that remain astonishing even today. Experts are baffled by how ancient builders achieved such exacting construction while working entirely underground, often in tight, dark spaces. Each stone fits perfectly with its neighbors, creating a stable structure that has survived more than 5,000 years. How did these ancient engineers calculate angles, weight distribution, and placement with such precision? No one knows for sure. The Hypogeum remains a testament to human ingenuity and a haunting reminder that our ancestors may have possessed knowledge and skills far beyond what we often give them credit for. It's a puzzle that continues to challenge archaeologists and engineers alike. These 10 ancient stones and structures defy explanation. How were they moved? How were they carved with such precision? And most importantly, what secrets of engineering and knowledge have been lost to time? The answers remain hidden, leaving us to wonder if humanity once knew things we are only beginning to glimpse today. Could there be techniques, wisdom, or tools that existed thousands of years ago that we still haven't discovered? The mysteries of these megaliths continue to captivate, challenge, and inspire us, and one thing is certain: we are only scratching the surface of the past.